Hi, everybody. I'm Dr. Teresa Pedersen, and I'm your instructor for the Instructional Leadership course this summer. I have really enjoyed getting to know you through the discussion board and reading your initial assignments, which are really well done. Just a lot of concise writing, well organized materials, a lot of application to your own practice. It's fantastic. So very excited and optimistic about how the next 7 weeks will go. I just want to go ahead and introduce myself since the first week I just did a little run through Blackboard. I have been a teacher for over just about 22 years now. And I have done a lot of different things, like many of you. I have taught grade school special education and regular education. Pretty much all the grades at some point or another I have taught. I have taught high school special education. I have been a principal and an assistant principal. I have been an instructional coach. I have been a district professional development coordinator. I've been a college professor at a community college, also at Northern Illinois University in Illinois. And now I am an assistant professor at Northwestern College in Orange City, Iowa, and I actually live in Iowa now. My last about 10 years of my career has been working for the Department of Defense Education Activity, working in schools overseas to provide education to military children and to work with military families. The reason that I did that is my husband was an active duty soldier for 20 years, and we met actually in graduate school. And he finished up his military career and then became a civilian psychologist with the Army. And so we kind of stayed working and living with military families overseas. Our last duty station was Germany, and we were there for 7 years. I have a 19-year-old daughter who is at George Washington University in Washington, D.C., and she's just finishing up her freshman year, and her name is Grace. My husband works and lives in Colorado Springs at Fort Carson, and I live and work in Iowa, so not ideal. We are kind of trying to figure out what God's doing with our family right now, and Northwestern just was a call I had to take, so here I am. In fact, this is my office on campus. I am very excited to be a resource to you this summer. I am a Christian, and I do pray for you each by name every single day. I am here for prayer requests or anything that's going on that you would like to share. I'm always available to pray with you, to talk with you. Just think of me as somebody who can be a resource to you while we're in class together. I also still talk to students from my capstone class, which is the other class that I teach right now for the graduate program. And I still stay in touch with many of my students from capstone. So that's kind of me in a nutshell. As far as my writing and publishing, I have written a textbook, and I have had about 9 articles published, and then I completed my dissertation in PLCs and trust. My current research interests are in advocacy, students advocating for themselves, especially at elementary school and the intermediate grades of elementary school. And then, of course, special education. And I'm the subject matter expert at Northwestern in special education. So my responsibility is to align the courses with the state objectives. I also manage the student teaching. So if you get a special education endorsement through Northwestern, you most likely will have me either as your instructor or at least doing oversight on the program. So this week we are in Module 2. You will be working on what it means to do classroom observations and meaningful feedback as an instructional leader. And since you're not an expert in every single grade level and every single subject, especially once you get to the secondary level, it's really important that you know what quality instruction looks like. And you can apply that, across the board. You will be thinking about systems thinking and long-term solutions. You will consider 2 of DeWitt's focus areas, student engagement and instructional strategies. Continue to read and listen and watch the required resources. You will be reading 2 more chapters of DeWitt's amazing book. I just absolutely love his writing. I really think that he is making himself just an expert in instructional leadership from a very real perspective, not sort of a clinical textbook way. This is what he really does and what he sees in his work. There are some supplemental resources that if you have time, again, really great stuff that I found. I am actually the course designer of the course, so I'm really interested to get feedback on the course since it has been overhauled quite a bit. You have a discussion post, and then you are going to be starting the Instructional Leadership Reflection Framework, the ILRF, which is the work that you will do with the DeWitt book. That's the first 4 weeks of the course, and then we shift focus to another book and we work on the school improvement plan. So this part is really you reflecting on who you are as an instructional leader and then taking that information and applying it to a school improvement plan. All of the work, materials, assignments in this course are real life things that I have done, that other administrators have done, that the Department of Defense has done, and so I'm sharing those things with you guys here. Your responsibility this week is to take a look at the program logic model. I've also given you examples that DeWitt has given us about the program logic model, and they are resembling problems that you might be having in your school. I think that pretty much any issue that you think you'd like to address as a school improvement plan can be centered on one of these or a combination of these. So you're going to pick 2 issues in your school, and you're going to be working through the template with those. You're going to complete 2 very quick graphic organizers that are important, that you think through those issues and create a short little document for that so that you can kind of see it all in one place. So that is a pretty big assignment, and I think it's certainly not more than you would do in a week. Seat time on this course is very fair, but again, it does take thinking. You have to read, you have to think, you have to apply. Remember, due dates are Sunday at 11:59. It's best if things aren't late just for your own sake, but however, let me know if you need additional time. I am happy to provide grace if I know ahead of time that you're going to need some extra time. So that is Module 2. I'm super excited to continue to get to know you. Sometime in the middle of the week, maybe tomorrow, maybe Wednesday, a Padlet link will post as an announcement. Those of you that have used Padlet, I'm going to try to use it just as a way to build community. This is not an extra assignment. It is not required. So take a look at it, see if it's something you'd like to participate in. I certainly would love to see you on Padlet. Okay, I'm just going to share with you a quick devotional from this devotion that I'm working through. It's a 365-day devotion, and it's written from the voice of Jesus, kind of speaking or calling into our lives. And this particular devotion is based on Psalm 118:24, Psalm 95:2, and Zephaniah 3:17. Open your hands and your heart to receive this day as a precious gift from me. I begin each day with a sunrise, announcing my radiant presence. By the time you rise from your bed, I have already prepared the way before you. I eagerly await your first conscious thought. I rejoice when you glance my way. Bring me the gift of thanksgiving, which opens your heart to rich communion with me. Because I am God, from whom all blessings flow. Thankfulness is the best way to draw near me. Sing praise songs to me. Tell of my wondrous works. Remember that I take great delight in you. I rejoice over you with singing. Have a fantastic week. Reach out to me if you have any concerns, questions, problems. I'm here for you.